promises and whispers we didn't fully understand. Your smile felt like a shelter, your arms felt like the truth. I believed in every word when I was loving you. Funny how a simple moment can feel like destiny. Funny how the strongest love can still learn how to leave. It was a love that didn't last, but it was real to me. Every second, every kiss, every fragile dream. It was a love that didn't last, but it changed my heart somehow. Even if it's over now, I won't say it didn't count. We grew in different directions without meaning to drift apart. Time rewrote our intentions, softly pulled us from the start. We tried to hold it together with hands that learn to shake. Sometimes love isn't broken, it just bends then breaks. We didn't fail, we just outgrew the story we began. Not every love is meant to stay, but every love is planned. It was a love that didn't last, but it taught me how to feel, how to open up my heart, how to let love be real. It was a love that didn't last, but I still carry you. Not in pain, but in the way I love the way I do. Maybe someday when I look back, it won't hurt like this. I'll smile at the memories instead of missing you. It was a love that didn't last, but it shaped who I am now. I don't regret a single tear or the promises we broke somehow. It was a love that didn't last, and I've learned to let it go. Some loves aren't meant forever, they're just meant to help you grow. So here's to us and what we were and what we couldn't be. It was a love that didn't last, but it will always live in me. I saw the warning in your eyes, still chose to stay, still chose your lies. I felt the distance in your touch, but I kept hoping it was love. I told myself you'd change someday, that silence didn't mean you'd leave. I held my breath through every doubt, afraid of finding out the truth. I called it love, you called it time. I crossed the lines you never tried. I let you break my heart slowly, piece by part. I stayed when I should have run away. I loved you through the dark. I let you break my heart just to feel you close to mine. You walked away untouched while I was left behind. I wore your pain like it was mine, defended you times I learned to smile when I was weak, so you would never see me bleed. I gave you chances you didn't earn. I waited while you never chose. I lost myself in all your doubt, still afraid to let you go. You never heard me when I cried. You never saw me say goodbye. I let you break my heart, every promise torn apart. I held on when you let me fall, like I was nothing at all. I let you break my heart, calling pain devotion. I loved you more than I should have done. You loved me out of motion. Maybe love was never meant to hurt this way. Maybe I wasn't meant to beg you to stay. If loving you means losing me, then this is where I finally leave. I won't let you break my heart, not again, not from the start. I'll gather every shattered piece and choose my truth, my peace. I let you break my heart, but I survived the pain. I loved you with everything. I won't do that again. I let you break my heart. Now I'm learning how to heal. I changed the color of my hair just to see if you'd finally look at the version of me that matched the dreams you were chasing outside, the ones I was buried beneath as I tried. I learned all your rhythms, I hummed all your songs. I made myself small just to prove I belonged. But the more that I gave, the more that you missed, like I was a ghost that you never had kissed. I stood in the fire, I stood in the rain. I made a soft pillow out of my pain. I stretched out my spirit to cover the floor, but you were already halfway out the door. I was never enough, no matter the height, no matter how hard I held onto the light. I was a river you couldn't quite drink, a missing piece that didn't make you think. I poured out my soul till the bottle was dry, but I was never enough, and I don't know why. You're looking for something that hasn't been found, a beautiful girl with her feet off the ground. But I was the steady, I was the real, the one who would stay through the way that you feel. Is it a flaw in the way that I'm made, or just that you're drawn to the parts that will fade? I was your anchor, I was your home, but you only feel alive when you're out on your own. I was never enough, no matter the height, no matter how hard I held onto the light. I was a river you couldn't quite drink, a missing piece that didn't make you think. I poured out my soul till the bottle was dry, but I was never enough, and I don't know why. Yeah, maybe I was the sky, and you still wanted more. I was never enough, no matter the height, no matter how hard I held on to the light. I was a river you couldn't quite drink, a missing piece that didn't make you think. I poured out my soul till the bottle was dry, but I was never enough. I was never enough. Or maybe I'm finally enough for me. You used to listen when I spoke, like every word was something rare. You'd hold my hand a little tighter, just to show me you were there. Now silence sits where love once lived. I feel the space between what's missing. I miss the way you used to care, the way you saw me when no one did. Your voice was soft, your eyes were there. Before we learned how love can slip, I still reach for you. I miss the way you used to care. We used to laugh without a reason, stay up late, forget the time. You'd say my name like it was home. Now it sounds like it's not mine. I watch your heart slowly turn away, while mine still hopes you'll choose to stay. I miss the way you used to care, before your touch grew thin and rare. You held me close like I belonged. Now I'm just another song. I still see us everywhere. I miss the way you used to care. Maybe love doesn't leave all at once. It fades in moments we ignore, in missed calls and half replies, and not asking anymore. I tried to be enough for two while losing pieces of me and you. I miss the way you used to care, when loving me felt light and fair. If I could turn back time somehow, I need you where you loved me then. But all I have is empty air, and memories of how you cared. If you ever wonder why I'm still here, I'm missing the way you used to care. us in conversations. It doesn't stop my heart anymore. It used to feel like a sharp reminder. Now it's just a sound I ignore. I walk through days without looking back. The weight isn't the same. Somehow I still remember who you were to me, but it doesn't pull me down. I didn't forget, I just let it fade, like a picture left out in the rain. Your name feels distant, like a place I used to know. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't linger, it just softly lets me go. I don't miss you the way I did. I don't need you close again. Your name feels distant, and that's how I know I'm healing. I found my rhythm in quiet mornings. Learned to love my own pace. Some memories still cross my mind, but they don't ask me to stay. I don't replay the almost anymore, or wonder what we could have been. I made peace with the unfinished stories and let myself begin again. I held on longer than I should. Now I'm holding myself for good. Your name feels distant, like an echo losing sound. Not erased, just rearranged somewhere. I don't turn around, I don't reach, I don't rewind, I don't live in yesterday. Your name feels distant, and I'm okay this way. Maybe healing isn't forgetting, it's remember without the ache. Letting love become a lesson, not a wound you have to take. Your name feels distant, but it once meant everything. It shaped the way I learned to love, the way I learned to breathe. I'm grateful for what we were, grateful that I changed. Your name feels distant, and that means I'm not the same. No bitterness, no regrets remain. Just a softer heart and quieter days. Your name feels distant, and I found my way. Your name feels distant. You checked your phone and looked away, like I wasn't even in the room. Your smile felt borrowed from somewhere else, like it didn't belong to me anymore. I felt the shift, the quiet change, when love stops saying your name. was the night I felt replaceable, standing right next to you. I watched myself become optional while you slipped into something new. I tried to laugh, try to be okay, but my heart knew the truth. It was the night I felt replaceable by someone who wasn't me. You said you're overthinking things, like that would make it go away. But I saw it in the way you looked, like I was already yesterday. I held my breath, I played it cool, while losing everything I knew. It was the night I felt replaceable, like I was easy to forget. You held me like a habit, not like something you protect. I stayed quiet, stayed too long, pretending I was strong. It was the night I felt replaceable, and nothing felt the same. Maybe love shouldn't feel this small, like I'm already past the fall. If I can feel you slipping away, then maybe you already left. It was the night I felt replaceable, in the middle of our song. I realized I was loving you while you were already gone. I won't compete, I won't beg to be what you choose. It was the night I felt replaceable, and I finally saw the truth. So if you wonder when I changed, when my heart stopped calling your name, it was the night I felt replaceable, and learned I deserve to stay. I thought love would hold me gently, not pull me out of shape. I gave you all my steady, you gave me something sharp. I trusted every quiet, everywhere okay. Didn't know the cracks were growing under what you'd say. I was strong for so long, I forgot I could bend. I wasn't ready to break, I wasn't built for goodbye. I still believed in forever when you were already halfway gone. I wasn't ready to break, I loved you honest and bare. You let go like it was easy, I was still standing there. I carried us through the silence, called it being brave. I learned to smile in public while falling apart in waves. I replayed all the moments, searching for my mistake, like loving you too deeply was something I should erase. I thought patience meant devotion, not teaching my heart to ache. I wasn't ready to break, I thought we but I'm learning how to heal. I won't call it my weakness to have loved something real. I wasn't ready to break, but I won't stay that way. I'll gather the pieces you left in your I didn't fall apart for nothing. I broke because I cared. I moved the furniture to change the flow of the room, trying to sweep away the traces of your heavy gloom. I bought new sheets, a different scent for the air, but I still feel the static of you standing right there. I'm going out, I'm seeing people, I'm doing the work, but there's a corner of my vision where you always lurk. It's December 2025, and the sky is a bruise, and I'm still walking in the footprints I'm trying to lose. It's not a ghost, it's not a physical thing, it's just the resonance of a broken off string. I'm turning corners, I'm crossing the street, but the rhythm of your ghost is on the soles of my feet. Your shadow still follows, no matter the light. It's stretched across the ceiling in the middle of the night. I'm running from the memory, I'm chasing the sun, but the outline of us isn't quite done. I can change my number, I can change my name, but the shape on the pavement stays exactly the same. Everywhere I go, every bridge that I cross, your shadow still follows, the ghost of my loss. I saw a stranger in a jacket that looked just like yours, and I felt the old panic behind all my locked doors. I'm high definition, I'm finally awake, but I'm still living in the wake of a massive mistake. I check my reflection and I see your influence there, in the way that I speak or the way that I wear my hair. You're the background noise, you're the grain in the wood. I'd erase every pixel of you if I could. Your shadow still follows, no matter the light. It's stretched across the ceiling in the middle of the night. I'm running from the memory, I'm chasing the sun, but the outline of us isn't quite done. I can change my number, I can change my name, but the shape on the pavement stays exactly the same. Everywhere I go, every bridge that I cross, your shadow still follows, the ghost of my loss. Is there a sunset where the dark doesn't win? Is there a version of me where you didn't get in? I'm tired of looking over my shoulder, watching the words as the world's getting older. Stop following me. Just let me be Yeah, your shadow still follows, no matter the light. It's stretched across the ceiling in the middle of the night. I'm running from the memory, I'm chasing the sun, but the outline of us isn't quite done. It's getting short, yeah, maybe by 2026 it'll finally disappear. But tonight it's still here. Your shadow still follows. dust upon the windowsill, but I kept on cleaning, hoping you were in there still. I watched the seasons change while I was frozen in the hall, waiting for a version of you that wouldn't let me fall. I made excuses for the coldness and the way you turned away. I turned 100 no's into a reason I should stay. My friends stopped calling cause they couldn't hear the same old song of how I'm gonna leave you, when I knew all along that I was trading in my sunlight for a shadow in the dark, trying to build a forest from a solitary spark. I was watering a garden that had already turned to stone, terrified of what it meant to finally be alone. I stayed too long, I let the fire burn me down to ash. I stood there in the middle of the lightning and the crash. I waited for a sorry that was never gonna come. I made myself a statue while my heart was growing numb. Now I'm looking in the mirror at a girl I don't know, who lost 10 years of living cause she couldn't let you go. Yeah, I stayed too long, and now the best of me is gone. I used to have a voice that reached the rafters in the sky, but I lowered it to whisper so I wouldn't hear you lie. I shrank my dreams until they fit inside your open palm. I mistook the total silence for a sense of inner calm. Every time I packed my bags, I'd unpack them by the night, convinced in my reflection that I didn't want to fight. But you weren't even fighting, you were already away, just watching me evaporate a little every day. I stayed too long, I let the fire burn me down to ash. I stood there in the middle of the lightning in a crash. I waited for a sorry that was never gonna come. I made myself a statue while my heart was growing numb. Now I'm looking in the mirror at a girl I don't know, who lost 10 years of living cause she couldn't let you go. Yeah, I stayed too long, and now the best of me is gone. I was the anchor, but I became the chain. I was the shelter, but I became the rain. I wasted my devotion on a man who wasn't there, and I'm the only one who's gasping for a breath of air. Why did I stay? God, why did I stay? I stayed too long, I let the fire burn me down to ash. I stood there in the middle of the lightning and the crash. I waited for a sorry that was never gonna come. I made myself a statue while my heart was growing I stayed for the ghost of you. I stayed for the light. I stayed till I didn't recognize the girl in the glass. I'm leaving now, but I stayed too long. I smiled while my chest was cracking, said I'm okay like it was true. I learned how to hold myself together just to keep holding on to you. I felt myself fading quietly, but I called it being strong. I told myself love means staying Even when something feels wrong, I knew I was falling apart inside. But I loved you too much to stop trying. I loved you while breaking, while losing my shape. I held us together as I slowly came undone inside. I didn't leave when I was aching, I stayed through the pain. I loved you while breaking, and you never saw what it took to remain. I carried the weight of every silence, filled the gaps you left behind. I became smaller in your presence, so you wouldn't change your mind. I ignored the signs my body gave me, the nights I couldn't sleep. I thought love was meant to hurt like this, if it was meant to be deep. I kept choosing you over me, calling that loyalty. I loved you while breaking, while my voice disappeared. I stayed when my heart was tired, when being honest felt like fear. I didn't ask you to save me, I just hoped you'd see. I loved you while breaking, and it slowly broke me completely. Maybe love isn't meant to cost every piece of who you are. Maybe staying shouldn't feel like dying quietly in someone's arms. I don't hate you, I don't blame you, I just finally understand. Love should never ask you to abandon your own hands. I loved you while breaking, but I won't break again. I'm learning how to leave gently without losing who I am. I don't regret the love I gave, I regret what I ignored. I loved you while breaking, now I'm choosing something more. I didn't fail by loving you, I failed when I stayed too long. I loved you while breaking. Now I'm healing. Moving on. Your side of the bed stayed untouched, like you might come back somehow. I kept your name in my mouth, but I don't say it out loud. You took the light from the doorway, left the air feeling thin. Everyone says you're already gone, but I'm still standing in it. You moved on so easily, like love was something you wore. I stayed after you left, I stayed in the pieces you broke, I stayed in the silence you gave me, in the words you never spoke. You walked away and kept breathing. replay the last conversation, looking for where I went wrong. Was I too much or not enough, or just loving you too long? You said I need time, not goodbye. So I waited in between. You closed the door and found your life. I stayed with what we'd been. I would've let you go cleaner if you hadn't left hope behind. I stayed after you left, held on to the shape of us. You erased me so carefully, like I was easy to cut. I kept your ghost in every room I slept, on your side of the pain. I stayed after you left, and I don't know why I stayed. Maybe loving you taught me how deep a heart can bend. I don't miss who you became, I miss who you were then. They say time heals the damage, but time keeps asking why. I stayed after you left, and I'm tired of holding on, tired of making excuses for someone already gone. I'm learning how to leave the place where my heart still waits. I stayed after you left, but I won't stay this way. If you ever wonder who loved you when it was no longer easy to stay, it was me. I stayed after you left. I used to wander through the crowded streets, looking for a rhythm, searching for the beats of a heart that understood the quiet in my soul. I was half a story trying to be whole, and you walked in like a Sunday morning rain, washing out the static, soothing every pain. I didn't need a map, I didn't need a sign. I knew I was exactly where I was meant to align. It wasn't fireworks or a sudden rush, it was a steady way you held me in the hush. The way your eyes said, baby, you can stay, and all the miles I traveled simply melted away. 'Cause loving you felt like home, the kind of place where I am never alone, like a fire in the hearth when the world is turning cold, a story of a lifetime that never gets old. I finally put my heavy suitcase down in the softest corner of this sleepy town. No more searching, no more need to roam. Loving you, it just felt like home. You know the version of me that nobody sees, the one who's a little broken, the one who's hard to please. But you keep the porch light on, you keep the tea warm. You're the sturdy ceiling in the middle of the storm. It's in the way you laugh at things I haven't said yet, the safest kind of gamble, the only certain bet. It wasn't complicated, it wasn't a show, just a deep down feeling that it's okay to let go. The way your hand fits perfectly in mine, like we were two halves of the same design. 'Cause loving you felt like home, the kind of place where I am never alone, like a fire in the hearth when the world is turning cold, a story of a lifetime that never gets old. I finally put my heavy suitcase down in the softest corner of this sleepy town. No more search, I don't have to wonder who I'm living for anymore. Yeah, loving you felt like home, the kind of place where I am never alone. Like a fire in the hearth when the world is turning cold, a story of a lifetime that never gets old. I finally put my heavy suitcase down in the softest corner of this sleepy town. No more searching, no more need to roam. Loving you just felt like home. I'm finally back, right where I belong, in the kitchen light, in the middle of our song. No more roaming, no more alone. Loving you, it feels like home. Packed your name into a corner of my mind. Told myself I'd be okay with time. I stopped checking if you called, but it still feels like a fall. They say moving on means letting go, but nobody tells you how it feels this low. Healing feels like losing something I don't wanna give. Every step away from you feels like I'm erasing what we did. I know this pain is part of choosing to finally survive, but healing feels like losing you from my life. I laugh a little more than yesterday, but it doesn't mean I'm not afraid. Your memory still knows my skin, like it's asking to come back in. I'm stronger now, or so they say, but strength still hurts in its own way. Healing feels like losing every version of us I kept. I'm learning how to breathe again, but I still miss where we were then. I know I'm doing what I should to keep my heart alive, but healing feels like losing you every night. Maybe letting go is love in disguise. Maybe goodbye is how we survive. If I stop reaching for your hand, it doesn't mean I didn't understand. Healing feels like losing, but I'm finally choosing me. I'm not forgetting what we had, I'm just setting my heart free. One day this won't feel like bruising. One day I'll be alright. But healing feels like losing tonight. So I'll take this ache and hold it close, like proof I loved you the most. I'm not broken, just relearning how to live, even if healing feels like losing. I kept pouring from an empty cup, smiling like I was okay. I told myself love was supposed to hurt, so I stayed anyway. I carried your weight on my own, held you up when I was weak. Every time I needed you, you needed less of me. I called it patience, I called it love. I never called it what it was. Loving you drained me, left me hollow inside. I gave you all my energy, you let it slowly die. I fought for us in silence while you pulled away. Loving you drained me, and I'm still tired today. I listened harder than I spoke, I bent every time you broke. I learned how to disappear just to keep you close. I stopped asking for the bare minimum, stopped needing you to choose. I made myself smaller every day just to not lose you. I didn't know that wasn't true. Loving you drained me, night after night. I stayed awake fixing problems you didn't try to fight. I held us together with hope and fear while you walked away. Loving you drained me, but you never stayed. Maybe love shouldn't feel like drowning or begging just to breathe. Maybe if I mattered more to you, you wouldn't have taken so much from me. I don't miss who you became. I miss who I was before. Loving you drained me, but it taught me my worth. I see now how much I gave and how little I was hurt. I won't apologize for loving deep or needing things your way. Loving you drained me, but I won't let it stay. just one more day. Then the days kept dragging on. Every promise you never kept still echoed in my chest. I waited like love would come back. I waited past my best. They say hope is a beautiful thing, but mine began to hurt. I waited past hope, past what made sense, past the part of me that should have left. I stayed where love was fading, where silence learned my name. I waited past hope, and it changed me. I watched the seasons change alone, still saving space for you. I answered questions with a smile, like I still knew what we were doing. You moved on without looking back, like waiting wasn't a cost. I stayed loyal to a memory, even when the future was lost. I kept believing soon meant something. I kept holding on to maybe. I waited past hope, past the truth, past every sign that pointed me away from you. I gave my time, my heart, my faith to someone already free. I waited past hope, and it emptied me. If love was a door you closed so gently, why did it sound so loud in me? I would have survived a goodbye, but not this slow disappearing. Maybe hope should know when to stop, when staying costs too much. I waited past hope, but I won't wait anymore. I'm tired of loving someone who doesn't knock on my door. I'm learning how to choose myself, how to finally let go. I waited past hope. Now I'm walking home. If you ever wonder how long I stayed, or how deep my love would go, know this: I waited past hope. We were just two hearts learning how to breathe, in a world that never promised hand in mine, like a quiet vow. We didn't know the end back then, only now. Every smile felt honest, every word was true. Even silence felt like something we could hold on to. Our love was real, I know it still lived in every promise we couldn't keep. Even if time pulled us apart, you left your echo in my heart. We may be gone, but I still feel the way you loved me. Our love was real. Photographs fading on my bedroom floor, memories knocking like an open door. I replay the nights we stayed up late, talking like forever wouldn't hesitate. I don't regret the tears I cried, they're proof that something beautiful was mine. Our love was real, I know it still. It burns so soft, but it burns so deep. Even if we learn to let go, there's a truth the past will always know. We may be gone, but I still feel the way you loved me. Our love was real. Maybe love doesn't mean forever stays. Maybe it's the light in borrowed days. If I had to lose you to understand, I'd still choose you, just as I am. Our love was real, don't let it fade. It wasn't a lie, it wasn't a game. Even if your heart's somewhere new, mine still whispers me and you. We may be gone, but I still feel the way you loved me. Our love was real. So when the night feels cold and still, I close my eyes and I remember this. No matter where life takes me, I'll heal, but I'll always know our love was real. I didn't show you the easy parts, I showed you where I hurt. I let you see the cracks in me, the truth beneath the words. I trusted you with every scar, every fear I hid. I thought if you knew my darkness, you know how deep I live. I mistook your listening for someone who would stay. I give you my pain, not just my love. I laid it all down and called it trust. I let you see the weakest parts of me, where I still break. I gave you my pain, tears like fragile things till they became too much. You learned my wounds by memory, but forgot how to touch. I carried yours like they were mine. I never kept score, but every time I needed you, you needed less and more. I thought love meant sharing weight, not carrying it alone. I gave you my pain, and you gave me space. I asked for comfort, you asked for grace. I stayed open when it scared me most. I didn't pretend. I gave you my pain, and that's where we Maybe some hearts only want the light, not the truth it takes to heal. Maybe my honesty was heavy, maybe it was too real. I don't regret the way I trusted you. I regret who I trusted it to. I gave you my pain, and it changed me inside. I won't offer my wounds to someone passing by. I'll still love deeply, but I'll choose where I lay. I gave you my pain, and I'm taking it back today. If you ever wonder why I closed the door, or why I couldn't stay, it's because I gave you my pain, and I had to save myself that day. I loved you without protection, no armor on my heart. I ran into your arms before I knew where the edges were. I trusted every promise, every look you made. I thought love meant safety if I gave it everything I had. I didn't stop to ask if you knew how to hold me back. I loved you without protection, without walls, without a shield. I gave you every fragile place. I didn't know how to heal. I didn't guard what mattered most. I didn't know how to choose. I loved you without protection, and I paid for loving you. I stayed soft through all the warning signs, stayed kind when I should have paused. I called my fear being patient, called your distance just flaws. I kept my heart wide open, even when it bled. I told myself love was bravery, even when I felt unsafe. I thought strength meant letting go of anything that said no. I loved you without protection. I let you inside my skin. You touched every open wound without knowing where I'd been. I didn't ask for gentleness, I didn't set the rules. I loved you without protection and forgot myself with you. Maybe love still needs boundaries, even when it feels sincere. Maybe giving everything shouldn't mean living in fear. I don't regret the way I loved, I regret what I ignored. A heart left unprotected can't tell what love is for. I loved you without protection, but I'm learning how to stand with my heart still open and a line drawn in the sand. I'll love again with courage, but with safety too. I loved you without protection, now I know what love should do. I place my hand upon my chest, feel the heartbeat I almost lost. I didn't fail at loving you, I just loved without protection. You felt the change before I did. Your hands grew colder in mine. I kept pretending not to notice every warning sign. I was holding on to every word while you were already letting go. You let me fall slowly, didn't push, didn't stay. You watched me lose my balance as you turned away. I reached for you in pieces, but you never caught me. You let me fall slowly. You stopped fighting for the moments, stopped choosing me out loud. I was breaking in the quiet while you faded from us. I loved you harder every day, trying to make you feel the same. You let me fall slowly, one silence at a time. Every maybe hurt worse still believed in you. You let me fall slowly till I hit the truth, that loving someone halfway can still ruin you. I won't blame myself forever for what you didn't do. You let me fall slowly, but now I'm letting go of you. I didn't fall because I was weak. I fell because I loved you. I used to hold my breath when I walked past your street, waiting for the ground to give way beneath my feet. I kept your old sweater like a heavy iron shield, protecting a wound that I didn't want healed. But I looked in the mirror and I didn't see me, just a ghost of the person you wanted to see. So I opened the window and I sat on the ledge, and I took one step back from the edge. It's not an explosion, it's not a big fight, it's just turning off a flickering light. The weight in my chest is starting to float. I'm untying the knot at the end of the rope, and I let you go like a bird in the rain. I'm washing my hands of the beautiful pain. I'm not holding on till my knuckles turn white. I'm giving up the ghost, I'm ending the night. It's quiet, it's cold, but it's finally true. The best thing I ever did was losing you. I let you go. Yeah, I let you go. I'm deleting the drafts that I'll never send. I'm stopping the story, I'm writing the end. There's a space in the bed where your shadow would sleep, but it's just a space now, it's not quite as deep. I'm buying the flowers you said were a waste. I'm finding the things that you tried to erase. It's a strange kind of freedom, a scary kind of why, but I'm finally happy on my own side. It's not an explosion, it's not a big fight, it's just choosing to finally be alright. The weight in my chest is starting to float. I'm untying the knot at the end of the rope, and I let you go like a bird in the rain. I'm washing my hands of the beautiful pain. I'm not holding on till my knuckles turn white. I'm giving up the ghost, I'm ending the night. It's quiet, it's cold, but it's finally true. The best thing I ever did was losing you. I let you go. Go on and take the memories, take the blame. I'm not interested in playing the game. You can be the hero or the one who got away. I don't care enough to make you stay. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Yeah, I let you go like a bird in the rain. I'm washing my hands of the beautiful pain. I'm not holding on till my knuckles turn white. I'm giving up the ghost, I'm ending the night. It's quiet, it's cold, but it's finally true. The best thing I ever did was losing you. I let you go. Let you go. time. Your hand fit perfectly in mine, like the world could wait in that small space. Every touch was easy then, before we learned how hearts can bend. Back when love still felt warm, like a light behind the door. Every dream we had was ours, we didn't question anymore. I'd go back if I could choose, just to feel it once with you, when love still felt warm. We talked about forever days, with coffee cups and sleepy faces. Every promise felt so safe, before goodbye learned our names. We didn't know what we know now, how silence slowly teaches doubt. Back when love still felt warm, before the nights grew cold, before we learned how letting go could feel so old. I traced the time we couldn't lose, just to feel it once with you, when love still felt warm. Maybe love doesn't fade away, it just changes shape with time. Maybe it lives in yesterday, where your heart once met mine. I still smile at who we were, before the hurt, before the blur. Back when love still felt warm,